Hi there, Kevin Clerks here from Ludicrous Media Paranormal. This week I wanted to talk about the use of Rempods and cat balls when it comes to asking questions of spirits or entities. The biggest, I wouldn't say mistake, but the biggest challenge that I see on videos during paranormal investigations is that the investigators ask questions that cannot be responded with a yes or a no or a single response. And it really kind of irks me to watch it happen because they carry on a conversation like they would somebody who's living, and you can't do that in an interview or a reporting with a spirit or an entity. For example, if you've got a Rempod set out and you ask the question, are you a boy or a girl? Well, how is the spirit supposed to respond to that with a Rempod? It's like, are you a boy or a girl? Buzz. Oh, they must be a boy. How do you know they were responding they were a boy? And the second thing is a question with several questions in it. So it's like, are you a boy or a girl, and how old are you? Again, how is the spirit supposed to use a Rempod or a cat ball or any trigger object, flashlight, to respond to that? The first point I make on that is, which question are they responding to? And how is turning on a flashlight giving a response the way you believe it is to that question? So these are the things that I've seen even the most seasoned paranormal investigators who have done, dozens or hundreds of videos, where this is a classic mistake that I've seen. When you ask a question with a Rempod or a flashlight, you have to remember to ask one question which gives you one response at a time. Like, are you a boy? Touch the device or Rempod or whatever, if that's true. Or yes. Are you a girl? Touch the device if that's a yes. But you have to separate those questions in order for the spirit or entity to properly respond. The second thing I've seen is a time delay. With some spirits or some communication, there seems to be a delay. Now, the problem with this is it doesn't happen all the time, and it doesn't necessarily happen to all the spirits that you're talking to. So if there are several spirits involved, sometimes you'll get a response from one faster than the other. Sometimes you'll get a response from both of them at the same rate. But just because you ask a question doesn't mean you're going to get an immediate response. And a couple investigators have noticed this and accounted for it partway through the investigation. But then, after acknowledging that this delay is there, they go back to asking the questions like they're getting immediate responses. And it's like, once you've recognized there's a delay, you need to continue to adapt for that delay. So these are the 2 points that I'm going to talk about this week. and just ask that paranormal investigators do better with these. And that's about all I have to say for this week, and I will talk to you again